Fire signs, blessings, and welcome back to the Priestess Prophecies. Shout out to you because you are still number one in the views and likes department for Priestess Prophecies. Thank you so much. Priestess Melissae joining you here today. We are going to be getting once again into the Colette Baron Reed Wisdom of the Hidden Realms to get into our reading for this week, because as you know, this is a very, very powerful week. We have just hit daylight savings times. We are going into the full moon in Virgo, which is the worm moon, and so that is all about, it's going to be bringing up, if it hasn't already, you're going to be feeling a lot of things that need to be brought up and need to be addressed for moving forward, because woo, lots of strong energy there, fire. We're going to be seeing what's going to be worked on, or what needs to be worked on, or perhaps released for you this week. We're looking into the hidden realms again, all right? So let's take a moment, first of all, to break up the dark, dense, negative energy. A couple of nice, slow, deep breaths. Relax. Thank you to our ancestors, way showers, and guides for joining us here today for this beautiful message for our fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Thank you so much today. To our love team, yes, show us what we need to know in the hidden realms. Oh, okay, so this is what we're working with today, guys, for our weekly reading. We're going to be getting into the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. That's going to be our main energy. We will read that card, then look at the Psychic Tarot for our main energy of what's going on, and then clarify it with the Crystal Visions. We'll get some Moonology cards on that to see what is going on with the moon energies for the fire signs this week. And hang around, because at the end we'll get a couple of the Lovers Oracle message cards to clarify some love for you. All right, so what do we need to know for fire signs? All right, the Riesling, or the resting tree. All right, so this card talks about patience and stillness. So this is a time when we are waiting for that worm, right? We're waiting for the worms to come out, because in the Farmer's Almanac, you know, for this time of the year, this particular moon, just before the spring equinox, all right, we're looking for those worms to come out of the ground, because that lets us know that spring is indeed here. All right, so we're resting, maybe by a tree. Perhaps there's a special tree that you have that you like to go to whenever you have things that you need to make a decision or a choice on, because this is a number 22 card. Lots of chills coming today. This is an important decision that you need to make, and you really do need to go within and make sure that you're making the best choice possible as you decide and move forward today. So what does this card have to say for us? Again, a master number 22. This is definitely an important decision for us today. And when we add that, it comes to a 4, and that is all about what is important to us, what is truly in our hearts, and having that patience to wait for it to come to fruition. Our card today says, the resting tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment, all right? Maybe you've been putting too much time and energy into the planning stages. So wait, allow Spirit to do its part. This is the representative of non-action and relaxation. So take this time now, because it feels like that there's going to be a lot of changes happening in your life, and perhaps you need to rest up for it. Patience is the key to being with this ally. The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back, and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This is not the time for you to forge ahead in any way. And that may be, again, because you don't know exactly which choice to make yet. Maybe you don't have all of the answers just yet. You may not be taking enough breaks. So you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. What a concept. Bless the chaos in your life so that that chaos can be righted out and the blessing, the miracle can step forward and present itself to you out of that chaos, that eye in the storm, and that aha moment where you see what it is that answer. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away except the stillness of this moment. It is like living within the space between breaths. Wow. So it's like that pause. When the resting tree appears, it signals that you have done all that you can do for now, and it is time to unwind and allow your story to unfold of its own accord. You have earned the right to rest and relax. Amazing ideas will come if you can or if you do. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing, and everything gets done. All right, so again, this is that time to watch and wait, to rest. Allow those answers to come forward that are just right for you. Let's get into the Psychic Tarot now and see what more is coming forth for this patience and stillness. That fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sag is being asked, tempering that fire right now. Maybe not being so go-go, but allowing yourself to slow down and really see what you need to see at this time, all right? You and I both know, Sag and Leo and Aries, you know, what that fire energy can get you into if you let it take too much control of you, right? And have its way. So learn how to temper that fire today. And that alchemy will bring forth all of those blessings. Those seeds will grow. There's something you're not seeing just yet. And this is what Spirit's saying once again, all right? So take that time to rest. Allow your mind to rest particularly. There's been a lot of thought has been put into whatever it is that's on your mind and causing you to slow down today. Perhaps it's truth, something that you have seen, something that you already know the answer to, all right? Because this is a 20 card, which comes to a 2. This is saying that you do already know the answer. And perhaps the resting aspect is because now you need to really think about your next steps moving forward. But the reason why it's not the time to move just yet is because in your foundation, it's showing that everything is shaken up. It is not balanced at this time. But Spirit is here to help you to turn that around. And that 11 card, you know, whether it's facing up or down, it is balanced, right? But that means that you have that ability to allow Spirit to turn that around, right? Allow Spirit to empower you so that you can allow this truth to serve you and allow you to balance out, to get out of this energy in the past that you were trapped in fear, perhaps that you couldn't move forward, that your energy was trapped, that something wasn't allowing you to be able to see the successes perhaps that you were wanting to see. You're constantly being asked to be patient, right? To sit still, sacrifice. It's like, you know, this has been a constant sacrifice you may feel. But what this is saying, though, is this is as that description of the lotus, or that, you know, visualization of the lotus in that murky water. There's so much, you know, wisdom and knowledge and nourishment in that water for the lotus. What are you having to sacrifice? Being still for a little bit, you know, because the lotus in the water is not able to move from that place. It's in that water. It has to be. But there's so much that you can learn from this space. And so Spirit is asking you at this time to really look at this truth that's kept you trapped in this fear, that has caused this imbalance in your life. You know exactly what you need to do, and I feel like you're going to align with Spirit in the way that you need to be able to receive the knowledge that you need. But again, the patience card is coming out because the early bird gets the worm, right? We got to be looking for those opportunities. We got to slow ourselves down sometimes for a moment to understand that sometimes we have done all that we can do in a situation, in a relationship, whatever the the case may be. I'm not necessarily seeing love coming out here today, but whatever it is, it's like you understand, right? You understand your place in the world. You understand, you know, what's been happening, and you're ready to move out of this place, which is so beautiful to see. But rest right now, Spirit's saying, what is this truth? The truth is, perhaps you took a hit in the love department, the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is definitely something that caused you, with this Two of Wands, to have to choose a different path. And that's probably what this resting tree energy is. You know, you had to take that moment back to regroup, you know, and now have to see your life, you know, this reflection of looking in the water. It's like now you have to see your life without this person. And perhaps that was a hard truth, you know, to have to make that decision. And, you know, it could have had kids involved, because in this picture, we do see a child, you know. And so that's really always a sad thing, right? When you know that you're now going to be living your life still, but it's not going to be in this family unit, perhaps like you once thought it would be. What is this balance in reverse here for us today? Three of Cups in reverse, not celebrating, not happy. And unfortunately, this is the energy that we have to be patient with ourselves with, but also continue to try to 11-11 balance out, right? To continue to try to balance out, because our happiness is what's most important, to be able to move forward and have everything grow on our tree, and to still have that, you know, all of those accomplishments in our lives. It's like this isn't the end of everything, even though it may seem that way. Trapped in fear. Wow, we had one go on the floor, the one that came out here. Transformation. You're definitely being asked to rise from this situation that maybe made you feel like you were left for dead, in a sense. You know what I mean? Page of Pentacles in reverse left you not even feeling a little bit good about yourself in this situation. Definitely left you feeling imprisoned in your mind and asking questions, perhaps over and over, like, why did this have to happen? You know, how could I have done something different? And Spirit's saying, really the only thing you can do is try to heal from this and understand that you still hold your own worth in spite of what has happened, right? Allow those seeds, new seeds, to be planted. This is the time with that spring energy, and perhaps that is what you're being asked to do moving forward into this worm energy, warm moon energy in Virgo, grounding yourself and getting your stability back in place. Yes, it was a sacrifice perhaps to have to let that soulmate go, but the sacrifice also means that when we go through these, you know, these disappointments where our heart has been hurt, we can't forget to do that healing, right? We have to give acknowledgement to what has happened to create that rainbow bridge of healing, if you will. This is that healing that we're able to do while we're still alive. We don't have to wait until we die to just release everything. If we can be strong enough to do that while we're still living, and really, you know, heal ourselves from those situations, and you know, forgive the other people so that we can heal, because the forgiveness is the understanding, you know, that they weren't in the right place to make the right choices, regardless of how, you know, in their faculties they may have seemed, you know what I mean? But we have to know that that is a choice that they made. It had nothing to do with us, and we don't have to allow it to cause us emotional pain, right? We can allow ourselves to know that these things happen, and that we can still have so much more in our lives. And that's what I feel we're going to see clarifying with this awareness card. So what is clarifying? We have Queen of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse. So you definitely understand that the energy, wow, right? This is the energy that I feel like you were put in, you know what I mean? That it was almost like just total disrespect is what I feel from this Queen of Wands energy in reverse, right? it feels like your emotional state, if you will. It's almost like you were guarding yourself, but I feel like you understand that that doesn't help anything. And that's why I feel like we're seeing the wounded warrior in reverse here. Yes, it may have been very painful, and maybe even what this person did was cheating or something of that nature. But you understand, once again, the lesson, and you're not going to be guarded. You're not going to allow yourself to be cut off from potential awesome opportunities that could be coming for you, is what I feel today. When we end this, it's the King of Swords. Absolutely. It's like no matter what happens, you know, I feel like what you're coming to a resolution with yourself within all of this is that your worth is always going to be there. You know who you are. And if you were honorable in this situation, there's always going to be people to work with that are going to offer more growth opportunity. Wow, Queen of Pentacles coming out today. Your own worth, as well as those that you connect with, is very prosperous whenever you take this time to rest, heal, be patient with yourself, right? So that when you come out of these situations, you are going to be your best self, and you are going to be able to offer yourself in the way that you would want somebody, let's be honest, to offer themselves to you, right? All right, let's get some Moonology cards on this. Fire signs, if you're liking this reading, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos and I pick up on your energy in the readings. So let us see what the Moonology cards have to say about all of this. We got, again, the full worm moon in Virgo. So work through your fears. Yes, this could be fears, subconscious, of course, with the new moon, Scorpio. So this is all about, you know, going within and understanding what put you in this place to begin with. And most of the time, that's because we didn't know enough to really suss out the right partners and things of that nature. But this is an opportunity for you to really heal this and understand your value, right? And what you need to look for in relationships, so that when you plant that seed again with that next person, there's not going to be all of those fears there, right? There's not going to be something like under the surface where you're like, you know, do I have to have my stinger out and ready to go at a moment's notice kind of thing, you know, or can I just relax? Because that's how you need to feel. Spirit's saying this is the time where you need to relax. You need to be able to rest and things of that nature, and you haven't been able to do that. And if this is what's been causing you all of the conflict, then Spirit's saying work through those fears so that you understand what happened and how to prevent it in the future, right? So you don't have to be that wounded warrior. That's right. You don't have to block out love. And your second card coming out is a time to give rather than to take. This is a time to give to yourself, is what this is talking about. New moon in Virgo. So subconsciously, under the scenes, you know, behind the scenes, in the hidden realms, all of that for you today. For my fire signs, I really feel that this is saying, and this is Virgo particularly that's coming out, in this, and that's so powerful because this is the full moon in Virgo that we're coming up on. This is really a time, again, with that emotional aspect. Give to yourself, work through your fears, understand who you are going into this next relationship, what it is that you're looking for and things of that nature, so that you are clear and you don't have to, you know, hold yourself back. Coming out for you today from the Lover's Oracle cards is trust. The trust card says transformation occurs through acceptance. So what is it that you need to accept today, all right, about a situation perhaps that has kept you in a state of fear, right? So that you can trust. What do you need to transform, okay? Because it says, again, the main energy of this card is trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And that is absolutely what this card was talking about. So this is a time to go within, to rest, all right? So that you can heal and trust in this next beautiful love that I see coming into your life. Beautiful reading for you, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Thank you so much once again for all your likes, support, subscribes, hit the bell, and I will see you again. Don't forget our daily readings, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now.